Then we may actually have brands that sustain in this game.
Hey, hey man, people, that's the beauty of the internet, right? You get to change your name. You know, you're under no obligation to be who you were 5 minutes ago.
Sure, you can throw away your life and what you built up over that time. Great.
What's your brand, Toby? I mean, you're not exactly the most creative.
Hey,
just say you literally used your name.
I'm sorry. Are you,
the whole time.
I'm sorry.
What kind of uncreative idiot uses their own name to go by on the internet?
Are you dissing the name that my dead father used to call me? Thank you very much, Kyle.
That was more... you didn't get it. It's fine, Toby.
I know what you're talking about, where I actually have a crossover where people can just call me Toby and not they can just drop the one.
What if we just called you the one? The worst
That would be
one.
very egotistical.
30 seconds to battle.
Speaking of egotistical.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Checking out...
Don't say it.
This game, Toby. We're going to have a little skirmish around these runes, can imagine. Owie on the Elder Titan. Not as strong of a laner as it used to be, but ET in the safe lane still quite formidable. However, Morphling, not really the greatest laner. So we'll see how this goes. It is a...
Man, are they actually getting all 4?
Oh, that's a core AA as well. Oh, also... Oh, my God. How did I not bring this up? But this is an AA against Morphling.
Yeah.
Like... I'm shocked that this hero didn't see more play at TI. Even nowadays, everyone's buying Spirit Vessel. There's all these sustain mechanics. Morph is in the meta. Where's the AA? This hero is still unbelievably powerful. Your level 10 talents, 90 GPM or 10% spell amp, both are excellent. And you're a core now. You're going to outlane Envy, and then later on in the game, like, how do you actually play Morph against this hero?
That's a very, very good question, Kyle. We'll find our answer later. How does Elder Titan actually get man-fought out by Skullfeld, who's playing the Tiny? The first bounty runes as well. Like, it's just like, all right, Envy, you went Morph to begin with. Let's burn a little bit of that. Pull him into Whisper. And get the harassment with level 1 Chilling Touch.
Off to a good start. Already sent Owie all the way back to base. Envy, because you're a low range, this is one weakness. Heroes like Puck, Quap, AA even in the lane, you get outranged, thus you can't play aggressive, you can't abuse that high base damage.
And they're going again. Just keep tossing him further up so Whisper is able to get a couple of hits into him.
Level 2 though.
Either just force the waveform. Skullfeld is not a healthy man. AUI's got a lot of damage.
That was an interesting maneuver.
It was. I think they're just trying to alpha it. Top lane, Moon diving on top of Stinger. That is a lot of charges, but don't worry. That's why it's got the cleanse.
Yeah, once again, they picked up this Bat Rider 4th pick. And I do believe Flying Pandas, they love last picking their mid hero. It's the 2nd game in a row. They are selecting 2nd pick when it is available. And it puts Moon in this tough position where he's now completely hard countered both in the lane and the game. Traditionally, you'd love to play up against a Bloodseeker, but with an Oracle behind him, there's no ability to really ever apply pressure. So they're just going to try and split, trade farm, and count on the team composition to carry them through the game. Mid lane, 6-5 on the SF, actually almost completely even with the TA. Unexpected. It's a TA favored matchup. Some, you know, at the top level, I think it's closer to 50-50, but still definitely Bryle favored here. And if you're going to dominate it as the TA, it's got to be on the first couple of waves, which has not happened. So it'll most likely be trading farm here.
Skullfeld, here we go again with the amount of damage that AUI can pump out. But Envy, a little deep, has to waveform himself away. AUI, one more punch will do it, and he'll get it out.
But they're so low now. You got to be very careful in the top lane. Bloodseeker all of a sudden going to be moving much faster, doing far more damage. As soon as he hits level 3, you got to be real cautious in this bottom lane. Looks like Owie's going to die to the tower. Indeed, he is. And, oh, nope, Tiny's going to get XP. Really nice job there. But, of course, it's easy. They have vision of him the whole time thanks to the passive of the Bloodseeker.
It's going to be a little problematic, too. It's like, hey, guys, can you not stay low for a very long period of time? How do you actually feel like, oh, my God, Bryle, that's a lot of raises he's copping right there, too. And the 3rd as well. But has the salve available. So we'll get his life back nice and quick. So for a long period of time, like, it felt like the offlaners had like the worst end of the stick. Like they always got either countered or like one mistake would cause you just to lose out for your team. Do you still feel like this current meta is in the same type of position?
I I think the thing is people have just gotten more creative with how they play the offlane, draft the offlane. You've seen now 2 unconventional picks from Whisper in this series. Up top, we saw multiple times. Even now, Moon just pulling, or Snaking's just pulling creep waves. I actually think safe lane is the most annoying one right now because there's always people just messing with you. And they're trying desperately to counterpick you in lane. Oh, hold up. K1's in a lot of trouble. He's fine.
He's just getting Moon down low so he can go for him again. Just need the control from Stinger. And, well, Eternal Envy will die in the meantime down on bottom lane as Moon is at least getting a little bit of heal back from those purifying flames. And it's making it more difficult for K1 to finish the job. As Moon just keeps him on the run. But that's now 2 cores on both of the side lanes going down for FP.
Yeah, looks like Envy, he just caught a cold snap. Cold feet, and get a little stun. Like he's gonna be really cautious about waveforming in because he's just pretty much dead if he's not able to stay aggressive the entire time. Trying to make a move on mid with the Fissure there, but not a full block, so Chris Luck will be fine.
Care of the Curry. That was going straight over the top of Snaking, but yeah, Envy trying to combo again with AUI, who brings his plus 49 damage in. They'll try and toss him away, but Skullfeld looks like this will probably be his 3rd death of the game. Tries to get away with the 6 charges, but it will not be possible.
Rune's about to spawn. Looks like Flying Pandas will take at least 3, maybe even 4, as Aoi makes a move onto the enemy high ground. Indeed, it'll be 4 runes going the way of the Radiant.
That's very positive.
Oh, mid lane? Oh my god.
Brow's looking for the side blade hit.
He was looking for the close nuke, went up, caught his side blade, fairy fired, but really good movement there.
My God,
from Bryle
is always so low. Like he's getting harassed in by K1. Snaking's trying to help him out by putting down the Fissure. But the vision's up and K1 moves so quickly. So Moon, bottle charges will help him out. Snaking using those runes, and K1 didn't.
You said it best, Topes. A very interesting maneuver there. He didn't expect to take so much right-click damage, but that is a product of just not respecting the stacks, I suppose. Plus 45 when you had the 3 napalms on you.
At that point where it's like, you know, there's no real good word to describe it.
That's Beast Coast Dota in a nutshell, though, right? They play with confidence, bravado.
Oh, Chris Luck in mid. Fissure trying to get him underneath the tier 1 tower, and support is arriving from Stinger. They're able to get the totem stomp. Chris Luck got to get the bottle charges right, but he just can't do it. Brow's got too much damage, and now Stinger's in trouble, trying to get some kind of rebuttal into Snaking, but that won't work. Brow will end up getting himself a double kill onto the tier 1 tower. As Skullfeld did die in that engagement that we started looking at the beginning on bottom lane.
Yep. But once again, I'd like to point out the issue at the moment with the Flying Pandas lineup. It's similar to the previous game. They're overemphasizing this top and mid lane. Check out Envy's CS at the moment, and keep in mind, this is the win condition.
Yeah, someone's not in double digits.
Yeah. This is not necessarily on him fully. It is a lane you're outmatched in. You do have kills, but you know you can't run Morph ET safe lane in a 2-on-2 and expect it to reliably win.
Yeah.
And this concerns me just because, yeah, sure, you've got Bryle's TA, he'll be able to buy space and time, but you know, the Morph Ags, that's the win. That's when it's time to go, and really, how long is it going to take before Envy's online?
I also just like the fact that you pump it into the Ancient Apparition. Like, it's the AA is the 3 position. He's so intimidating in this lane that, like, AUI comes in, but Whisper hits him with a level 3 chilling touch, and he's already questioning it. Chris Luck, Bryle, can't force that too hard. Refraction charges will wear off quickly, but they're all battling around this top rune, and now it's Snaking getting caught out. Raise 1 won't be enough, and Fissure creates more space. They have to keep the chain stuns going, and Stinger, well, he's already found that kill. Bryle, refraction charges again. They came back up, but K1's not leaving this fight just yet. Chris can get stunned up by AUI Spirit Stomp, and now he comes in with a plus 120 damage. It's huge from the ET, and he'll turn it over towards Stinger, the TA trap. Trying to create some space. Stinger got to time it well with Roshan, and he's able to do so.
Man, Aui's playing like a beast, though, man. He's been a part of 5 kills so far. He's just rocking forward with that 2-point spear. This is where, you know, it's a hero that's always been popular in NA. Bottom, the A blast.
Yeah, connect over on Eternal Envy. Trying to morph himself away to safety. Is Snaking. He's actually trapped inside the trees for the moment, but here comes Bat Rider. That's one way to get rid of all trees. Put the TP away to safety from Skullfeld. Right.
The napalm oomed him for the lasso, so he wasn't able to get it off in time. Most unfortunate. But yeah, ET's always been popular in NA. SVG, Crit, effectively anybody that's anybody played that hero in the region, and it's fallen out of favor, and I'm not quite sure why. When you think about how important Magnus was at TI, these other methods of damage amplification, ET's great.
They're underneath the shrine. Can someone trigger that for the Oracle to try and survive? He's able to do so. Here comes your Ice Blast, right hitting hard onto the Bat Rider. No way to save him. And Snaking, as well as Moon, were the instigators of this.
And Aoi came on. This is a 3-point stomp, ET. Anybody that catches it can get set up on quick. And be very cautious. I'm almost about to say Ravage. Rupture's ready on Hector up top, but no real good targets. His lane has been completely abandoned thus far. And once again, check out the warding. 4 wards, 5 wards, all in the bottom half of the map. Just trying to make sure that Envy and his supports can play safe down here. Help him recover.
Has he got, yeah, he's got enough life. Whisper will come over to try and beat into AUI. Just force them away. So you've got 2 heroes, AUI as well as Snaking, who have been having a good presence across the map, and they can't kill the level 4 Oracle. A 2-on-1, and they can't claim it. But Skullfeld, however, he'll have his own crack. Has he got a toss back? Stinger needs to come a little bit closer, and that's what he's looking for, just to give the extra bit of damage. But now he's in range of Snaking, and with the disarm, Stinger, he's just able to regen through it all.
Sick. He edicted the Fisher damage. That's why he lived. They had 1 hit remaining, but that heal tick came in just in time. And now I think Snaking might just be dead. Whisper's on the way.
Yep, hold him in position.
Toss back.
Toss him back to Whisper.
Toss back?
Yeah, he does. He's got him. But he only threw him over towards Stinger, but it won't matter. The cold feet, Skullfeld's getting the body block off, Snaking up the hill. And now AUI plus 120 damage into Stinger. He has to disarm him and try and run away from that high move speed. Duking around the tree lines. And they got on the slow with the avalanche. Stinger, stay in the trees. AUI has to run away now. He's got an urn on him. Can someone get in range with that chilling touch? Oh no, he missed uphill. They see him though. The Bloodseeker was buffed up through all of this. So they had the information. And I don't think Moon actually wants to hang around this top. Rupture's off cooldown in 6 seconds time.
Just running at him because he's so much plus damage for the time being.
That's why ES is also moving up, but oh boy. AUI getting a little bit of luck to go his way.
Yep.
He's trying to hang around in mid on low life, so Brad can now go over towards Chris Luck. So they get the initial stun off with the TA trap, but coming underneath the tower. Stinger's going to be nearby. Doesn't have a level 6 just yet, but yeah, up on the top lane, underneath the tower. Moon will trade his life for K1, but they keep going after Stinger, juking around inside the tree lines. Chris Luck starts winding up the ultimate. That's not going to help you. AUI winds up the stun, but the avalanche ends up canceling that, while Bryle, he will go. No! The TP cancel from Skullfeld. It was so close. He'll come back under the tower. The Whisper is here. The Ice Blast will get the chill. Refraction charges help save him a little bit, but you got the urn doing his tick work, and there it is. Shattering Bryle, giving more over to Whisper, his first kill of the game. To go with his 5 assists.
This is big though, because Who's finally got the space to recover. He's like, thank God, people have left my lane. Envy down bot.
I can farm.
Yeah, he's suddenly recovered. And the thing about this hero is you don't really need much items.
Echo up on top lane. They really want to kill K1 again, send him away from this top lane. The one charge is he still keeps burning inside the Firefly of Moon Meander.
Yep, Oracle had smoked towards middle to back up the Shadow Feed. Unfortunately, it was top that he was needed, and the TP still on cooldown thanks to that last engagement. Really like the aggression here from Fighting Pandas. They know what their game state is. They've got the ET Morph Shaker. You just need to get this even as light as you can, and that's when you start to take over. High aggression at all times.
Stinger actually ended up giving that double damage rune over to Snaking. He was trying to control it, so Chris Luck was able to bottle it, but it won't happen. Now Snaking, Stinger has no other choice but to face him, just get that disarm off. But Chris Luck, has he got the damage? No, he doesn't. AUI with the perfect stun. Holds him out. Now going to go in for the splitter, and we'll see just how much damage you've got under the tower. Your Scepter, it's there from Chris Luck, just pushing the ES up and towards the air, as AUI forces the issue.
Boy, is the beast right now. However, Hector in the way. Will he make it?
Rupture's out. Doesn't look like great for him. He has to move away from the Blood Right. And while that also was going on in the mid lane, you did lose the Bat Rider underneath the tier 1 tower on top. So there were trade-offs going across the field, but as you said before, no one's looking at Envy right now.
At a point, AA had like 35 CS, Envy had 7. They're currently, now Envy's just passed them up, so as far as net worth goes, he's also gaining. And the just beauty of a hero like Morph, unlike Void, you utilize these early items to increase your farming speed far more efficiently. Just Treads, Mask, and 2 Wraith Bands, you're going to farm as much as you want. You're literally always on map and clearing jungle incredibly quickly. Void takes a lot longer to start accelerating. It's fine. My point is, it's fine to be behind on a morph because with this little bit of space, all of a sudden now he can self-sustain. He's all right, guy. I'm fine. He's gonna go up top, look to start pressuring there.
So morph can self-sustain. Templar Assassin is #1 in net worth, so your snowball is not well warming up.
I mean, yeah, he's just going straight for Axe. We used to see morph players, you know, before people really embraced the fact that this combination was utterly, absolutely broken. You would see them maybe go for the E-Blade first, Manta, some kind of farming item, but now it's like, no, Axe. This is good.
They're coming for a fight. Sentries go down. Elder Titan trying to run away. Ice Blast is flying forward. It's going to be a little bit off target. There's a full Spirit Vessel over on the Elder Titan. If that Ice Blast connected, AUI would be dead right now. But thanks to his positioning, and thanks to the Observer Ward, it took a second to deward. He had enough information to get away.
Can you explain to me why Morphling's Aghanim Scepter not just allows him to target allied heroes? That's enough. That's a good axe, right? But like, no. We're also going to increase the cast range by 600? That's like 3 Aether Lens of cast range and 50% mana cost. Like, I'm pretty sure this is still good without these bonuses.
Are you suggesting something for the frog to look at here, Kyle?
Please.
Oh yeah, I love it. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I'm a bit of a terrible person when I like seeing a ruptured target get tossed.
Does it count distance up in the air as moving?
No, it's only horizontal.
Only horizontal? I wish that was the case. You could just throw someone. I mean, I guess that does make sense, though. It's only when walking, and technically you're being tossed.
Bryle's being attacked now by Tiny. The Avalanche really great at getting rid of all those refraction charges, so then you can hit with the Ice Blast. Bryle, he'll still end up shattering. Feels like it's worth it. Stinger couldn't get there in time to get the false promise off, but K1 moves over. But hilariously enough, the people who were low are now dead, so all those buffs disappear from the Bloodseeker. And I like the fact you asked me a mechanic question, which I know the answer to.
Oh. Well, just
wait until we have Pudge and Mars combinations. I got a whole bunch of mechanics I know about that as well. Wait until I actually got to cast the Techies game that happened yesterday, which wasn't on the Techies that the loss happened, by the way. I'm just throwing that out right there.
Smoke move. Panda's looking to make some action happen.
I'm watching Chris up on top as well. Like he's looking at Eternal Envy. There's no Lincoln Sphere. Raise 1, raise 2 is like, hang on. What am I doing in the tree lines? His smoke maneuver doesn't find anything. Everyone from Beast Coast is just back to farming again. But they will have to defend the mid. But with an invis room for the Tiny, as well as that Blink Dagger, maybe they can get some surprises up. As a good observer and sentry from Beast Coast watching the bottom river. So they have very good information on the movement of Moon, who will now BT to bottom lane. Trying to wrap around the back of Whisper, but Tiny is here. Triggers the Invis rune, has the Blink Dagger available. Here comes Moon, jumping in. He'll go for the lasso, but Avalanche toss, and then they just instantly Ice Blast him down, but Snaking will make the opportunity work. Getting the stun in so Eternal Envy can finish the job onto Stinger. Scottfeld again trying to make his break for the tree lines, and here comes K1. Rupture them up, toss them up and down the air. Actually, it looked like the vertical did work there. Snaking, he'll end up getting picked off. Another quick jump in from the Tiny. That SF wrapping around the back. Yule Scepter. He could wind up, and instead he's going to do it with the raise. Just missing the long-range raise, but he'll turn around and then get the rest of them once he finally wakes up from his slumber. As AUI is cold-feeded up. In fact, the SF doesn't have to do anything. Just tossing forward. Envy, toss back, and there's no mana for a waveform. Actually, he's got 7 stick charges available. Trying to wait out the right time for it with a Spirit Vessel on him. He just couldn't do anything more. And now we're back into a Blood Right fight. Trying to give that space for Skullfeld to back up further as Stinger continues to give the Tiny more life. So once again, he's just able to toss back another FP's players.
You cannot fight this as the Pandas. Like, they're getting way too confident here. Bryle is not in the game. He is farming. He's got a Deso first. He can't go enter that fight until he's got a BKB. You gotta let him work. You gotta buy more time. And if you look at the Beast Coast heroes, all of them have a low damage or low cooldown, high damage ability that has a slower stun component. Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna continuously feed one by one if you give them the opportunity.
So it seems like I have to be wrong about the mechanic.
What do you know? This is why you can't get cocky, Toby.
Yeah, I got too confident. I got way too confident. You see him tossed up in the air and comes back down against it. That's a lot of damage. So unless something else did damage to him, And what I thought was right is right. Yeah. Anyway, that's just me.
No worries. That's why we love you, Toby. You might not know many things or be right very often, but you can talk really, really fast.
Yay.
It's cool. I don't even have that time.
I have very few purposes in life.
That's not true.
Alright,
You make people smile. That's what it's all about.
Yes. Laugh at me or with me. Either way.
Yeah, 2K the gold lead for Beast Coast.
Thanks for getting us back on track, Kyle.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. You got a blink on Chris Luck now to go with the Yules. Let's see, K1 has that casual Yasha. Looks like he's going to be going from Anton to BKB. The BKB timings for Beast Coast are the big ones as we check out all the items. It's going to be critical that Pandas make something happen. Once this Ags is up, it's only 900 gold away on Envy. They'll have a BKB on TA as well, and that's when it's go time. We start to see the Thunder Brothers lay the totems down.
I'm interested to see it happen, especially if you end up getting the Rupture over a Morphling. It's like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not what I signed up for. The tier 1 towers, Beast Coast can take this top one. Nice Dire Observe Ward, sees Eternal Envy coming in. As the Manda Style is done on the Bloodseeker's on the wrong side of the map, though. He won't be here for the fight. Then Fortification just delays the push from Beast Coast.
You say that, but this is a Bloodseeker. You can get there real quick if something breaks out.
Yeah, and there it goes. Fissure already up. Is Tiny being isolated over on the side. Avalanche over on 3. Hits the stun, then tosses away the Templar Assassin. Lasso is still out. As Stinger, he actually false promises himself. So there's no other save on that front. Skullfeld will end up getting picked off. As Stinger will have to take all the damage from the rest of FP. The top tower, it looks like it still went the way of the Dire side. And now in for Roshan.
A blast already on the way, but they do have a ton of damage. This is not the same lineup as last time. That TA Deso.
Here's your Ice Blast. Snaky's not going to feel too good about this one. You have a Blink Requiem with Arcane ready from Chris Luck, but Moon slows him down, and they just need to keep that control going. Defensive Fuels dodges both the Stomp as well as the waveform in, and then the Blink away from the Splitter. Envy's like the Echo! Snaking hits the back line. Chris Luck is put down, but K1, he's ready to fight. He's ruptured up the Elder Titan, stuck inside the Blood Ride. Envy is still low, so is Brawl. They try and push him away. The Aegis Immortals in the hand of Brawl, but Skullfeld ready to take it. The BKB has to be burnt. Ice Blast flying forward once again as Moon enters into the back lines, killing off Whisper. Got the sticky napalms up, and now the target, it just changes. Moon, how much life can you keep up? K1 has to battle away from the Firefly. He doesn't want to keep chasing the Bat Rider that way. Now Tiny wants the rest of the fight. Avalanche to get rid of refraction charges, and here he comes again. 700 movement speed Bloodseeker. The train is really out of the station. In fact, just toss him because he's not moving fast enough as it is. Attacking into the Bat Rider. They need to kill him off quickly. The lasso was only just coming back off cooldown as the buyback will arrive. They fight underneath their tier 1 towers. Tiny's in too deep, but Bat Rider, he got the Bloodseeker, pulling him back in. He's the big target. If they can kill off K1, this will all be worth it for FP, but here comes Skullfeld once again with the Avalanche toss, taking Envy out of this fight by throwing him back over towards the illusions. But K1 needs more help. Chris will be here. He goes for the Yule Scepter. If he can play the Fog of War, only 19 souls. The Requiem won't be that impressive. But Whisper Chris returning back to fight. Chris on the run. The Rupture's up once again. The Templar Assassin cannot move. If she does, she dies. But no other choice when she gets tossed back by Skullfeld. Chris will end up going down as Moon. Now he's Spirit Vesseled up as K1 goes from AUI over towards Moon. Both will go down. FP forcing the issue down the mid.
I can already tell you right now, this Flying Pandas team has got some skills. They are good Dota players. They've got synergy. They gotta learn to chill, Toby. The fights don't have to continue just because there's enemy heroes in the vicinity. These instant buybacks, they're chasing all the way to the tier 2 tower. You can hear Moon. He's like, oh, get us up, but they're all respawning. You have to be able to look up and be like, oh shit, there's more numbers on the way. Take your victory. Recognize we have a morph with Ags on the way. Let's make a move with that. Let's relax a little bit, guys.
It's here. It's here. The Ags is up. He'll look for the jump in. Beastcoast are attacking them. Without the Templar Assassin and the Batrider, this does not feel like a fight you really want to try and take, but they're smoked up, so they are looking for it. Fissure over on K1. Here comes your jump in. This one's Eternal Envy. Oracle needs to get that false promise off, able to do so over on the Bloodseeker, while Tiny goes after AUI into the backlines. Ice Blast is coming in. Envy, he's going to get chilled up by this. Not what he wanted to have happen, but well, yeah, no damage from it, but still having that shield effect. He's got to stay up as TA and Elder Titan going after the Tiny. So Envy and Skullfeld being traded off. One has buyback. That's going to be Skullfeld committing it already. Trying to keep the rest of FP low so the Bloodseeker can continue to fight. He's trying to get his life back from neutrals at the moment, and it looks like FP will disengage.
It's such a cool combo, AA Oracle. You get the Ice Blast, and now you can just spam your E's, your Purifying Flames, and you don't even care about the heal component any longer. You can see Envy, he had like 1200 HP, but because he's got to stand still thanks to the Rupture, and he's on that amp damage placed down by Whisper, he just dies to magic damage, and hey Moon, no buyback on them.
Bye Moon.
Wasn't even on there. Oh, they saw him with the ward behind near the shrine, and Aui's like, okay, got
Instantly.
it. Yeah, that's the difference between pubs and pro games, because a pub says, oh my god, we need wards. The pro realizes that this kill has happened because the enemy team has wards, and what do you know, he's already got a sentry prepared, along with that Vlad's. Really cool item picked up here, all about that damage amp. One of the more value items still in Dota 2. Bounty Rune's up in 20 seconds. Looks like K1 will be able to control top. Will his team be able to secure bottom? They are en route.
They're trying to hunt. Now they see, okay, yeah, blink away from Cryslock. BKB and Yulscepter catching him out is going to be very difficult. A full 10-second BKB as well. And thanks to these kills, the Whisper's managed to pick up 9-2-13 on this 3-position Ancient Apparition. He's building into the Aghanim Scepter upgrade. Get as many bounty runes as possible.
It's huge. And it's getting to a tough place. The problem with TA is, pretty much everybody watching knows, like it is not a real typical hard carry. You are a squishy, in and out type of skirmisher. As the game scales and team fights become more and more likely to break out, your hero kind of falls off hard, especially when you're up against heroes like Bloodseeker, SF. AA is actually an incredible late game hero. You remove healing. Like, how is that fair? They're going to smoke. They've got the Ags ready. Envy's shaked up and ready to rock and roll.
Templar Assassin can blink inside of Refraction, so I think it's fair enough to remove healing. K1, there's your jump in, and they're going in for the backline straight away. Here comes your Ice Blast. It's going to be a little bit shorter, is it? No, Moon killed off pretty quickly from this one. It's still a 1-for-1 trade, but Brawl lost so much life to get it. And Cryslock, he's jumped around. It's now finally the time to let it rip with the Requiem. It will be, but only onto the PK beat up Prial. Not a lot of damage to come from this one. The SF will get nuked down with the Mel Strike, while Envy trying to get back into this fight once again, bouncing forward, keeping the control on the Ancient Apparition. But the promise is there thanks to the buyback coming in from the Oracle, allowing Skullfeld now get a great avalanche done, and they'll end up picking up both AUI as well as Bryle. Whisper will still die for the cause as Envy and Snaking, the two ESs, get themselves away.
That was a hell of... I mean, Schofield's playing out of his mind. This Tiny has been everywhere.
And he's the one that was the punching bag at the very start. Yeah. What was he? Like, he was like 0 for 6 at one point.
Something like that. SF there, Cryslock, he's got to be cautious. You can never go mono-y-mono with this Templar Assassin based on the items he's got. Blink, Yules, BKB. What's missing? Any sort of armor. He's got 14. TA Meld Strike plus Deso, that's 15. Rather, with the talent, it's 12 plus 7. So he's in the negatives, taking more than pure damage from right clicks.
Here we go again. The Echo Slam out from Snaking. Connecting nicely. Skullfeld's trying to keep him in place so K1 can arrive. The Rupture is over on the Earthshaker. Difficult to run away now, but that's why they stand their ground. BKB from K1. He's just able to find that kill. Move towards the second, over towards Moon, and Skullfeld in once again with the Avalanche. They can just go from 1 to 2 kills. And Eternal Envy, he wanted to try and fight. There ain't no ditching. We leave no man behind. Instead, we'll kill the entire company for the rescue mission. And the K1... Can they get it again? Skullfeld, blink 1 second. There it is. He's waiting his time out, but just didn't wait long enough. Eternal Envy waveforms away, but Cryslock, here's your Ice Blast. Yulscepter sets up for him. They know he doesn't have waveform available. No life, even a Spirit Vessel. They're just layering it all on top. The EG Splitter tries to create some more space, but this just allows Cryslock to turn around under BKB to keep the fight going. Now, even with the tier 2 tower up, okay, a buyback comes from ET, and Beastcoast's like, hey, maybe we should do what FP isn't doing. We're gonna back up.
It's just the wrong team to try this against, Toby. Your Shaker gets ruptured. He's already echoed. You've only killed the Oracle. What in the world are you doing standing still, right-clicking the Bloodseeker? It's like they think they're going to make him back down. This team does not back down. Did we not watch TI? You know, other squads, they're going to get intimidated. They might play a little more cautious. If you say to Beast Coast, hey, you want to go out in the alleyway and, you know, beat each other up for a while, they're game.
Yep. Come at me, bro. This is fantastic for Beast Coast. Like, this makes me want to cast a team like this. I don't care if, like, if you're 0-4 at the first part of the day, like, there may be some other fantastic games going, but when Beast Coast plays, they're always looking for opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
They're always looking for it. And if you give them enough, they'll just keep going from one to the next. If you give them momentum, they'll keep going for it. And that's what's happening. They still have 3 of the top 4 net worths on the field. The Templar Assassin's the only one who's really high up there for the Radiant side. Eternal Envy is only just about to crack the 10,000 mark for net worth. And what's he going for? Like, well, what are we looking at? BKB is his choice after having a Morbid Mask and he's backpacking a Ring of Health.
Wait, BKB on Envy?
Yep. That's the next thing he's buying. Not Lincoln.
Well, see,
he has Lincoln Sphere in the quick buy.
It's the same issue as last game. You've got Bryle as your sole source of damage right now. You're going to be able to stun lock and Fisher to your heart's content, but there's BKBs now on Beast Coast. That's the key. And they just need to get a Rupture off, a stun here and there. Somebody's going to go down.
Here we go. Moomy end up caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Fisher tries to create space, but into the backline Skullfeld. A huge 3-man avalanche. They've already killed the Bat Rider, and he wants to stay with him. Ice Blast is coming in to this choke retreat. Elder Titan will be caught by this one. Wind and ding. Envy deleted. AUI will join him as well. 3 heroes who do not have buyback. Almost a minute for a lot of them, and Skullfeld guesses wrong. At least Snaking runs the right direction, but Beast Coast will just go up high ground now. This is mid-racks at least.
What? You don't have wards? You're wandering into the river as if Beast Coast does not want to do battle.
Find the happy place. Find the happy place, Kyle. Snaking is going to Yule Scepter up each other. As Snaking blinks, he can TP in 1 second time, but they know the mid-racks is gone. That's why Brawl's on bottom. ES is up on top. They try and relieve the pressure, but if Beast Coast want to, they can beat tier 4s. They can't take the side lanes. The tier 2's towers are still up.
It's the little things as well, like Snaking. You know, this combo works best when both Morph and the Shaker get Ags. Snaking went for Blink Yules, and I understand. You're playing against Rupture. It can be annoying to deal with, but it's such a great Ags game, and then you have that ability to go in and out and find kills.
Skullfeld's already in. Here comes the fight. They want it. They're going to get it. Shaker being stunned up. Now the toss throws the Bloodseeker away. That was meant to be the Templar Assassin, but the BKB of Bryle being used, and he just walks himself away back into his base. A nice 3-man fissure, and again a nice 3-man fissure, kind of holding them inside the tree line. But where's the jump? Where's your opportunity? In fact, it's Envy who's the one initiated on, just being chilling, touched up, and hit around. And then you see even BT's Bat Ride's like, okay, Moon, I need to push bottom lane. We need to relieve pressure. He doesn't have BTs. He doesn't have TP scroll. He's out for the moment. But what does Beast Coast do? Take the shrine, open up Roshan, who spawns in 8 seconds.
And this is the big change. This is what set Beast Coast apart in their region and also what helped them do so well. TI, they have this killer instinct, all right? But they know when it's time to back away. They have the discipline, not all the time, but when they secure the game like this, they know they've got this big lead. It's all right, guys, we got the racks, kill the shrine, just chill, all right? Don't give the enemy a high percentage play here. Just chill. Roche is going to spawn. It is just now. They've got to regroup and look to get aggressive here. However, Whisper, he's in no man's land. He might get caught here by Moon. He's got an Invis rune. Is anyone in the vicinity, though? Not yet, but he's got to be careful.
It's going to be difficult. Like, even if you do catch him, if your timing's not right, he's got Ghost Scepter, 4-star free positioner, ATOS control. And they don't know where everyone else is. It's not like you've ever seen FP move around and plant down a hell of a lot of observer wards. They're only getting them down now so they could try and take Roshan. It feels a little YOLO. Firefly's wearing off in 5 seconds time. So with the Ice Blast, the timing could be really good against Roshan. But where is it? Here it comes, but it's already too late. They've got the Aegis Immortal. Skullfeld jumps in. Aegis Immortal does get into the hands of Eternal Envy. But he's also Ice Blasted up. And with the tree toss, he'll end up shattering.
And in the pit,
Templar Assassin never left. Bryle is still here. Well, K1's going to try and solo up against AUI, able to do so thanks to the Rupture. A quick blink away from Bryle, but Skullfeld stays with him. The BKB timing's almost nothing now. Thrown away out of the Blood Right. Another 2 heroes go down, and, well, that was meant to create space, but the Aegis gets burned, and they lose 2 other heroes.
Schofield is playing so incredibly well in this game. Sure, his cores have done work. Whispers 11, 3, and 20 on a core AA. But, man, I have yet to see him miss. Like, he's always initiating. He's always ensuring. Every time he gets his spells off, it's landing a kill because they just have so much damn damage behind it. You've killed the Aegis. You didn't deal with the cheese, but you're still so damn strong. You've got an E-Blade now on Chris Luck. The Oracle's still with that Ghost Scepter. You have a Ghost Scepter on the AA. They recognize, look, you can't kill my Bloodseeker Tiny. Oh,
Blink,
God.
E-Blade, wind up and release. Moon Meander, there goes that gem, and Envy jumped himself into this as well. Silenced up, the Ice Blast is flying forward. He gets the chill effect and the blast into AUI. Envy wants to waveform himself away, but he can't regenerate. So K1 is permanently buffed. 708 movement speed, no, almost 800. Snaking so low on life, and it feels like FP just have nothing left in the tank. Briley's his BKB's back off cooldown, but K1, there goes the cheese consumption. The only thing that keeps Brile alive against this charging Bloodseeker. And now we go again. Skullfeld, an avalanche toss. Get back over here, Moon. You can Echo Slam out. The SF will end up going down. He'll bite back and TP back into this fight already. Eternal Envy is surrounded on all sides by Beast Coast. He'll try and pounce himself away. Here comes your Ice Blast again.
Oh,
right on Envy's face.
Back to Shaker.
Man, this guy, he's just got frosticles all over him. Brile is trapped in the tree line. Mercy, mercy, mercy. AUI will go up too, and the second he hits the deck, he'll also fall. That is good game, well played. Beast Coast will 2-0 the Menagerie team.
What beasts, man. Beasts from Beast Coast. They have so much swagger when they play Dota. It's unbelievable. And look, they're still calm. You know, typically you would see people a little more excited, but these guys, they finished top 8 at TI. This is just another